Hi, this is Bill Tainter. It's Tuesday, December 6th. Here's a market review. Today there was some news early in the morning, and then at 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, there was some Canadian news, so we're kind of watching that. But I had some two trades today, and going to take a look at the Euro US dollar, and here's what we had today. So let me change this around a little bit. There we go. So here's what I saw is coming in at a black level here, goes down to the gray, chops along, tries to go down, it can't, and then London brings it up, chops here, goes to here. See how it comes back to the Asia high, okay, and then it dojis and it comes back and tries to go higher and it can't. All right, so I knew at this point it's going down. So when this closed below here, I parked a sell at 34.02. So then price burps up at the open, touches me in, and drops right to the next level. I took two off at 19 and 20, and then it dropped to the next level, and I'm watching the trend lines, and I'm not going to let this go against me, so I tighten up the stop. Sure enough, touch me out. Look at it, retouched. But now here's the deal. Do you see how this is a big level? It drops, comes up, touches it, and it doesn't make new lows. Now it's a rising trend line. Okay, so now it comes up at the London close. It's back at this same thermal grid, and I have a black line that's very, very close. So when I waited. This is after the London close. Okay. So I'm just going to make copies of this because that's what happened. All right, so what happened is I waited for this to close above. I parked a sell here, and it went right down to the grid, touched me in, but then it misbehaved. Okay, and it went against me all the way down to here, and then it powered up. And the mistake I made is I should have shut it down right here. This little burp right here is just screaming problems. So I let it come down, and I'm waiting for a green candle to close, and then this is where I had my stop. You can see this is the line right here. Okay, so I had my stop right there. I moved it up to this point, which is 14 pips, 13 and a half pips, and I had my take profit lines, were above here. Well, this thing just powers up to 5 pips positive, and I'm like, okay, great, we're golden. Guess what it does? Turns and just plunged and never gave me another chance to get out. I'm telling you guys, do not make this mistake. Do not be confused that this is going to go up. This is a problem. And look at it, as soon as it touched me out, it dojied, and then it powered right up positive, came back down, and is just a mess. I did not have to take a 13 pip loss here on all three. I should have been, after the spike against me and turned green, I should have been scaling out at 0, 2, 3 pips, and then moving my stop loss and just saying, and tighten this up. Don't watch this come against me. Take the stop. So when this comes down, just take this stop and just follow it right back up to this line. And this is closing. Great, I'm right here. When it turns and it doesn't keep going up, it would have stopped me out. I should have been out at like 1, 1, and 1, or a -5, -3, and a 1, or I should have had less than a 10 pip total. Instead, I got wiped out for 42, 43 pips. So, mistake on my part. This is an example where you have to have rules of engagement. You need to know your rules of engagement. You need to follow your rules of engagement, and remove all emotions. It's like, okay, it's above, it came back down, I did the buy, and then immediately it misbehaved. Red alert. Okay, get your stop out of the way. Step one, let it surge against you, and when it turns to go up, you take your stop loss line, and so it's right here. It surged down, stopped, and started to go up. Right at that point, you follow it up with your stop loss. Immediately you follow it up. Then you can take your take profit lines over here, see, and bring those in and say, as tight as you can. Maybe you have one a little bit below, maybe you have one a little bit above your entry, just to get it out of there But you are going to exit with as little damage as possible and follow this up. So you would have had take profit 1, you would have had take profit 2, your stop, you would have brought it right up tight, follow it, follow it, follow it. Next candle opens, went against you, you would have got out at very, very little loss. And sure enough, it misbehaved, you're out. You're like, forget it. It's too late in the day, don't really care what happens. Look what it does. It's crazy though. It goes right off this trend line and pops new highs and then it chops. So, I'm still positive for the month. I'm up 152 pips. Let me bring in my dashboard so you guys can see it right there. I'm still up 152 pips, so I'm fired up. Let's see if I bring this down for you. So here's trades from today. So I had a 19, 20, and a 16, and then I had a 14, 14, 14 minus. And some notes and lessons learned here. Let's review quick. Price action buy did not follow through, broke down, so I entered on a retest. I used Chart Trader, removed emotions, only 6 pip drawdown, very good. Post London to close, broke above a black grid after the sell retest failed, so expected to break out to the upside. I did a great job. I was patient. I waited for the counter punch. Nice job. What mistakes did I make? I did not follow my plan, my rules of engagement, got greedy, stupid mistake. After the surge against me, I did not take off 2/3 positive to reduce risk. Dumb move. Cost me pips. I'm not going to do that again. Alright, so please learn from my mistakes. Please watch this video a couple of times and study how I do what I do. We want to try to fast track your learning, learn from our mistakes, and teach you by showing you. So hopefully this helps. And that's a quick market review. See you tomorrow.